this video we are going to look at how to stitch together some images into a panoramic using Lightroom and Photoshop. These are photos taken from a trip to the Denmark Tower just outside Dartmouth. I will put a link to the video from this shoot at the top of the screen. So I've got my 5 images that I'm going to use here imported into Lightroom. So there's the 5 images taken in the camera in portrait mode, panning across the scene. Firstly, we will edit the 5 photos in Lightroom, and then I'll transfer them into Photoshop and show you how to stitch them together. I won't go into any major detail, I'll just do a quick edit on these photos. So I will go into develop, and just for a quick highlights right down, we'll just reduce the exposure a bit because it's just a bit on the bright side. We've increased the shadows and just increased the haze slightly. So for the purpose of this video, we'll leave it at that. So what we're going to do now is use the Shift key and select all 5 videos, and we will click sync. Make sure everything's ticked that we need ticked. Synchronize. This will now synchronize the edit you've done on the first photo across to all 5 so that they're all edited to the same settings. Okay, with these pictures highlighted, we'll right click and then go to edit in, and then we're going to edit in Photoshop. So we'll just wait now for Photoshop to open. This may take a while on my machine, so I'll probably pause the video and then come back to it. Okay, so as you can see, we've got the 5 images here all transferred now into Photoshop. Now what we're going to do is go to File, go down to Automate, and then Photomerge. So then we get this screen come up, several options down the side. First of all, try the automatic one because generally it works. If not, then you can play around with the other options. So because we've got the files open in Photoshop, we're now going to add open files. These have now been added into the playlist. We're not going to bother with any of the, we're just going to leave in the blend images together ticked, and then click OK. Okay, so now Photoshop is working its magic, and what it's doing is setting the images and aligning the images side by side to create your panoramic image. Right, so Photoshop has done its magic. Now we've got the separate files down here on the side are the images and how they've been masked and stitched together. So if we right click on them and flatten image, okay, so now the image has been flattened into a single layer. We can now go over to crop, and then we're gonna just crop the image down slightly. So it's just outside the areas, or you can crop it right in if you want. I'm just going to do this just to show you how you can repair the edges. So we now have our cropped panoramic image. So what we're going to do is go to the healing brush tool, select the layer, go to the healing brush tool, make the healing brush just a little bit bigger there. Okay, and then we're going to select an area, and then we're going to just fill in down the side. And then select again just to get that final bit there. Change the size of the brush slightly at the top. Select that area using the Alt key. You can also do this with the clone brush. So I'm going to use now, just going to clone, Alt and click to select the area, and then just using the clone brush, take it down. What we'll do there is we'll clone that on the horizon, and then as we come down it will pick the horizon up. And in the bottom I'm going to clone. By using the clone, it does pick up features in the photo and gets them to blend in quite well, sometimes better than the healing brush. And then I've got an area here that I'm not particularly happy with, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to clone and just clone that area out there. So there is our stitched together panoramic, which you could now do some further editing on the colors, etc. if you wanted, either in Photoshop, or you could export it back into Lightroom, whichever you prefer. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I'll keep them coming. So until next time, take it easy.